So a lot of times we come to God and say, what can God do for me?
很多时候我们来到神面前说，神能够对我做什么事？
Why should I become a Christian?
为什么我要成为基督徒？
You hear people say that,
你有没有听过人家这样说过？
what's in it for me?
我有什么好处？
Imagine Paul saying that. Jesus is talking to him.
你想象一下，耶稣对使徒保罗说话。
Paul saying to Jesus, what's in it for me, God?
那保罗对耶稣说我在里面有什么好处？
This doesn't sound like a good deal, God.
听起来好像不是很好。
I give my life to you, I get all these problems, I get my head chopped off.
我把生命给你，然后我还要在这边受苦，然后被斩头。
And Jesus basically said, you get to live.
然后耶稣基本上就说你能够活。
You don't go to hell like you deserve.
你不会像你应该要应得的在地狱。
I can imagine Paul saying, okay, yeah.
我可以想象保罗说 OK 好，没问题。
It's not, we don't see the Apostle Paul there negotiating with Jesus. Well, wait a minute, can you give me a nice car? Can you I want to, have a good future on this earth.
那我们不可能想象使徒保罗跟神在那协议说，我要一台好的车子，我要一台一个美好的计划未来。
Don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with that.
当然不要误会，这些事情都没有错。
That's not the issue. That's not why you come to Jesus.
只不过这不是重点，这不是你来到神的重点。
The reason you come to Jesus is because you are a wicked sinner.
你为什么会来到神的面前？是因为你是一个充满罪的罪人。
On your way to hell.
在你到地狱的路中。
In rebellion against God.
在反抗神。
You cooperate with the enemy against God.
那你在跟魔鬼一起反抗神。
God has given you an opportunity to be forgiven.
但神给你一个机会来被原谅。
Can you say amen?
可以说 amen.
That's the central issue of the gospel.
这就是福音的中心点。
Sometimes as a pastor.
有时候以一个牧师的身份。
How can we grow the church?
我们要怎么让教会成长
How can we get the church? How can we get more people in?
要怎么样让有更多的人来教会
And I get tempted sometimes to want to preach. God has a wonderful plan.
有时候我也很想到说，神有美好的计划。
Come to Jesus, God will help your marriage, and He'll help your finances, and He'll get your life in order.
来到耶稣，他会把你的生命整顿过，然后帮助你的婚姻问题，所有的问题。
Don't get me wrong, there's some truth to that.
不要误会，这当然也是真理的一部分。
But you know what? They'll be coming to Jesus for the wrong reason.
但我告诉你，他们这样就会来到耶稣面前，是为了错误的原因。
And they'll come to the altar for the wrong reason.
然后他们一到前面祷告来，就是因为错误的原
And
因。
they'll confess Jesus for the wrong reason.
然后他们也会因为这错误的原因。
In their mind, they confess Jesus' name. Well, once I receive Jesus into my heart, my life is going to start to work right, and suddenly my marriage is going to be fixed, or suddenly I'll be healed, or something like that.
或者他们也会说，如果我相信耶稣，我的婚姻就没问题，然后我的肉体得到医治，一切都很美好。
That's not always so.
但这不是总是这样，
It's not the reality in the world.
这不是世界上的现实。
Can you say that?
可以说 Amen。
Don't come to the altar. To receive Jesus for those things.
不要为了这些事情接受耶稣，
You'll be very disappointed.
这样你会非常失望，
Because the devil knows that.
因为魔鬼也知道。
And that's why some people aren't even here today.
这就是为什么有人现在不在这里。
Because they came to the altar, they believed Jesus to solve their problem. When their problem didn't get solved,
因为他们来到耶稣面前，然后觉得说，我要解决我生命上的问题。那当他们问题没有解决的时候，
they'll say, I'm going to go where I can find someone to solve my problem.
他们就会说，我要去其他地方找能够解决我问题的人。
There's many religions in the world, they probably promise the same thing. They promise happiness.
那很多宗教也是应许同样的事情，让你高兴。
They promise maybe, a better economic situation.
他们会应许让你有更好的经济状况。
They can promise happiness.
他们会应许一些喜乐。
They can promise to solve your problems.
他们会应许你能够解决你的问题。
And you know, say, well, if you know, do what they say to do, then you're going to have some sort of success.
他们会说，如果去做那些我教你们做的事，你就能够成功。
And you know what? To some extent, they're true. It's true.
某层面上来讲，他们是真的，没错。
You can ask some Buddhist or some other, you know, they go, I'm happy being a Buddhist.
你可以问一些佛教徒，他们也会跟你说，哦，我是很高兴，我是一个佛教徒。
Oh, being a Buddhist has helped my marriage.
哦，当一个佛教徒有帮助我的婚姻状况。
Or, you know, being a Taoist or whatever religion,
或者
right?
当一个道教徒或其他宗教，
You know, has helped me.
已经帮助了我很多。
Disciplined my life.
哦，它让我生命有了规律，
Gave me purpose.
让我给有了生命的计划，
Made me feel fulfilled.
感觉上我已经很满足了。
People say that about a lot of things.
然后人们是对很多事情都这样说，
Can you say amen?
可以说
You
amen，
see, but that's not the central issue.
但这不是中心点的问题，
They'll still die and they'll go to hell.
他们还是一样会下地狱，然后死了之后下地狱，
Because they don't know God.
因为他们不认识神，
They're still in rebellion against God.
他们还是反抗神的，
They're still in their sins.
他们还在他们的罪当中。
You see what I'm saying?
你听得到我的
So
意思
you and
吗？
I, when we preach the gospel, we need to get to the straight heart issue.
当我们传福音的时候，我们就是要讲到，事情的重要的部分，
Just as the Bible says.
就好像圣经上所说的一样。
And the issue is the sin.
重点就是那罪，
And the issue is not the person,
重点不是那个人，
it's God.
而是神。
You know, I even, you know, why should we go out and tell people about Jesus?
为什么我们要出去告诉人家有关耶稣的事呢？
You know, I used to think, like, I say, God, I need more compassion for people.
那我以前會說，哦，神啊，我需要更憐憫，需要更多的憐憫心對於其他的人。
Sometimes I just don't like people.
因為有時候我真的不喜歡某
You
些
ever
人
feel。that way? It's just, I don't like you.
有沒有感覺這樣過呢？我真的很不喜歡你，
I don't want to do that.
我不想要做。
I know I shouldn't be saying that as a pastor,
我
right?
知道一個牧師不應該這樣
But
說。
it's just reality, right?
現實
You
就是
ever feel
這
that
樣，
way?
你有沒有這樣感受過呢？
People are messy, man. People have problems.
人很糟糕的，有很多問題的，
People are dirty.
人是髒的，
People are hard work.
人是非常的困難，很多事情的。
And now I was thinking about that, and I said, God,
然後我想一想，我就說神啊，
maybe I should find another job.
或許應該是另外一
It's like,
或許應該是
sometimes I don't feel compassion at all.
有時候我感覺自己好像沒有憐憫的心。
But you know what? I say, God, I know you love people.
但我說神啊，我知道你愛人，
And I love you
我愛你，
because you love people.
因為你愛人，
I will love you.
所以我也將要愛人。
And you know what? I didn't get a rebuke from God. I felt like God saying, that's right.
然後我沒有受到任何神的審判，反而就是說懲罰、責罰，然後反而感到神說沒錯，就是這樣。
The reason I go out and witness, the reason I'm even a pastor, the reason I do things, it's not for you.
所以我做事情的原因，我出去傳福音，不是為了
World, right?
不是為了世界，
It's for God.
是為了神。
And that's the central issue.
那這也是你的中心點。
See, in the kingdom of God, Jesus is the central issue.
那在神的國裡面，耶穌才是中心點。
It's not about you. It's not even about the people around us.
跟你沒有關係，跟你身邊的人也沒有關係，
It's about God.
是跟神有關係。
God loves people. God wants to see people saved.
神愛人，他要看到人得救。
And God loved you even though you were an enemy of His.
那神愛你，甚至當你是他的敵人的時候，
Before you even gave your life to Him, He loved you.
在你把生命獻給他之前，他就愛你。
That's amazing.
那這是非常驚險。
So I want to talk about the lies of Satan real quick.
那我要非常快的講到魔鬼的謊言。
We know in Genesis chapter 3,
我們知道在創世紀第3章，
we see how Satan himself planted deception into both Adam and Eve.
那我們看到魔鬼怎麼欺騙亞當跟夏娃。
Satan convinced them that God was withholding something from them.
他说服了亚当夏娃说，神对他们没有给他们一切，然后保留一些事物。
If they would just eat of the tree, that they would gain some special knowledge that God was withholding from them.
如果你吃到那树上的果子，就能够得到神所保留的。
So here's the deception. It's like Satan's getting you saying God isn't enough. You need something else.
所以这就是那谎言。魔鬼对你说神不够，你还需要一些其他的东西。
And it turned everything around. It's about you.
然后把一
It's
切
about you, Eve.
把一切的事物，
You need this knowledge. You need to get something.
把一切的事物相反，然后说一切都变成是你需要这些事物你需要这些东西，
God's withholding something from you.
然后让你觉得说神保留了一些事物不给你。
So if you eat that fruit, God knows you'll be like God. You'll be independent.
他就说，如果你吃这果子，你就能够像神一样，就能够独立，
You'll be your own God.
你就是你自己的神了，
You'll be like God. You'll be independent.
你就会像神一样。
What a lie.
这是一个谎言，
What a deception.
这就是个欺骗。
And this is what this world teaches.
那世界上的教导就是这样，
You're the master of your own universe.
你是你自己宇宙中的主导者。
I know Buddhism and all that, humanism go hand in hand.
我知道佛教以及人类主义，他们都是有关联的，
Humanism.
就是人类主
It's all
义
about you.
都是说跟自己有关系，
Your desires.
就是你的渴望，
What you want.
你想要什么东西
I。remember a couple years ago in America, I watched this movie called The Secret.
然后我记得在几年前在美国，我看了一个电影叫《秘密》，
You heard about it? They got a book called The Secret, right?
然后有一本书也叫《秘密》，对吧？
How you're going to draw, attract things to you, right?
怎么样吸引那些事物到你身边？
My older brother was really into this.
然后我的哥哥非常喜欢
He
这个
brought
东
the
西，
movie over to the house and show the whole family.
他把那电影放给全家人看，
And then, and I'm watching and I go, that's not God.
我就看那电影就说，这不是神的，
It sounds good, doesn't it? On the
听起来很
outside.
好，对吧？外在听起来很好，对不对？
Oh, how you can draw good things to your life.
你可以吸引那些好的事情到你
You
生
need to
命。
be positive and you draw positive things.
那如果你正面，就吸引正面的事情，
And you can, even find your own parking spot.
甚至可以找到自己的停车位，
Because you have positive thoughts and
因为你有正面的
positive
想法，
things.
你有正面的事物，
And you want this, you just draw and attract all
那你
these
就
wonderful things.
吸引这些所有好的事物到你生命里面。
And how it's almost like how the whole universe is here just for you.
那基本上听起来好像是说，整个宇宙的存在都是为了你，
That's what the whole thing was about.
整件事情就是他们就在讲这个，
How you can be successful.
你怎么样成功，
How you can be the master of your own world.
你怎么样成为生命的主导者，
You.
你
You.
就是你，
It's all about you.
都是你。
And so I got into this big argument with my brother.
所以我就跟我的哥哥有一个辩论，
Because on that movie, The Secret, they had a preacher,
然后因为在那秘密那个电影里面有一个牧师，
a pastor.
有一个牧师，
He says, yeah, he goes by this secret.
他说对我也是遵循这个秘密，
So he says, yeah, even Christians do that.
他就会说，你看基督徒也是这样的。
I said, do you think God? I mean, I told him, who's the master here, God or you?
然后我就跟他说，你看谁是主人，是神还是你？
Do you think God is at your mercy?
所以你觉得神会让你吗？
You think you can tell God what to do?
你觉得你可以告诉神做什么
Do
事
you
情？
think you can just go through life and have God or the universe just bow down to you and submit to your will?
你觉得你有可能让全宇宙然后对你屈膝下跪吗？
That's a deception.
这就是一种欺骗。
And that goes all the way back to the basic, fundamental deception.
然后这也回到亚当跟夏娃最基本的那一个谎言，
You can be a God.
你可以成为神，
You're not a God.
你不是神。
Can you say amen?
可以说
Amen
对
to that.